chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. Your feet. Crew coming through, what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's, what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's, now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's, yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Check in. Record. Check. Fred, X3. 218.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check.
From the 24, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Set. 19. Here we go. Showing it. 55. 51 to Mike, boy. 51 to 2. Jet, Palmer. That's got to put it 2. Jet, Palmer. That's got to be 9.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then
and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Regular. Tighten up. 49, check 49. Kill. Turn up. Hey, 66.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
SOS. Hey, both 66. SOS. Hey, both 66.
They'll run it. Freeman. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. This is Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Wait, that 380. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Single. You want this? Sponge. No. Get his boy down. He's coming. 54. Off. Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And able to find out on Lazard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Get ready. Give it a sec. 19.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
The 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Brady now to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check safety, check safety.
On first down, Brady. It's complete. James White. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. To throw is Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now Watson. He's got Smith here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on 1st down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Look at this, a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Check the backer, check the backer.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jonnu Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He's crossing. He's checking out.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha, 34, 50, Alpha.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
57, 19.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
29.
Mike, hustle.
24.
Watch the slant. Check your hot read.
Watson on 1st down, going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 50 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to White. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. To throw, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
1st and 10.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
No timeout.
To throw is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Wait, that wide, 80! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Check it!
A give to Michelle running right. And some space here. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 18. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually kicked.
Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Reset! 19! Alert!
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's John Simon with a sack.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Let's go.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go, baby.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Freeman again. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brady to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Freeman. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
Bradley Roby on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wait, that round 80, round 80, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch jacket, reload.
They toss to Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hey, Alabama.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Brady now on 1st down. Dorsett making the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
55. First down, Patriots.
Back.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They run. Devontae Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he works free. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's got room. There goes Duke Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Who's that? 19! 59!
On first down, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
In your face.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Wait, set. Let's go on. No, 66. Wait, 20. Check. Wait, hey.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.